Howdy, howdy, folks. This is about to be the clash of the Army of the Potomacs. Who brought it better? Of course, our Army of the Potomac brought two other armies with them, so it's probably going to be us. This actually we had an option to fight it without our Army of the Potomac, but why bother? We had like a 50% manpower advantage. I'm not interested in even fights. That's how you lose. Or that's how you don't do as well as you should. So we're going to try to move all those armies into contact. Looks like they're all there. And, no. No. I have a feeling that this might be one of those, we hop in and then they leave. So rather than make you watch that, I'm going to go ahead and put you on pause. And if we actually get a battle, I'll bring you back in. But otherwise, it's a lot of nothing. So I was right when I clicked on... When I tried to read the deployment report, we're still in the deployment phase. We just got a message that the enemy was retreating. So there isn't a battle here. It's too bad. It's the Winchester map. But holy moly, that's loud. But that was definitely the right call. So yeah. All right. I'll pause again and bring you back in when we're ready to play. All right. We somehow we got 29 enemy soldiers. I guess they were stragglers that just didn't make it back with the group. Not a huge event there. I don't know if we have to now go in and retake Cumberland. Okay, they started to cap Cumberland, but I guess as they're retreating, they stopped capping. I will say the AI has done a good job of always keeping usually two armies. I mean, that's not a real army. That's 2,400 troops. That's a brigade. But they're doing all right. And our national support is surprisingly low. Our national morale is low, and most of the reason is because of low national support at 83. I mean, when we look through what causes it, you look down at the bottom there, right? Through state support is negative 4.29. There's nothing else I see. Town occupations, they seem to think are a big problem. I don't know. I'm not sure what towns have been occupied. Maybe it's Alexandria, all that's going on. I think it might be time to go over and deal finally, hopefully. If this actually is where the Army of Northeastern Virginia is, I think it might be time to deal with them. Unless the Army of the Potomac has stopped moving, in which case, we're not doing any of that. I can't tell. It's moving slow. It's maybe the evening or something like that. I know we're only on 1x speed, so it's going to be a bit slow. Florida State Militia is probably in a supply desert. I think, yeah, I'm glad I was wrong. Army of the Tennessee is going somewhere. We were pursuing, I don't know if it was that Department of the West or what, but why don't we move Old Zollicoffer back there? I don't see any IIPs that are blue in my territory. At least not in this area, where we were pursuing some haggard Union force. I don't know, maybe for fun we'll just send... I don't know why it would be fun, but we'll just send Chase back to Nashville for a trip and let the boys get some R&R. Price's numbers, I just realized, are a bit low. And I don't know if we just had... I don't know if we just had a force re-up, or maybe they're just lower than I remember. Maybe some of the other armies have grown larger than I thought that they should. This we're not gonna keep that going on. We got our supplies back. We're gonna send both of these forces out there to deal with that. I don't know what to make of that force, but we're gonna go there with them. And, let's see, that's my... What the heck is going on here? Alright, Price. Same thing. Sure, use the rails if you can. I don't know if New Orleans Squadron can make it in here. If they can, great. Let's see what we can do with that. That's, I really wish that Brownwater Navy just had a little bit bigger effect in the interior battles and war that goes on near the... Alright. I don't actually know that these guys are retreating enough for me, so we're going to stay on them, and then we're going to turn around and try to deal finally with army of northeastern Virginia that's been hanging out there for a year. My guess is they're really well trained. I don't know that we've fought them yet, but we are going to try to deal with them. Show you some of the other parts if you haven't been up with the campaign or whatever. I mean, finances are already. At the end of the last video, though, I made a grave error. I don't do a lot of naval stuff, so I wasn't. I mean, I thought I was paying attention, but I wasn't. And I went to recruit cottonclads, and I was like, all right, well let's try like 3. The problem is that they were ordering them in batches of 9. So I ended up with all of these cotton-clad rams. I think I thought there was going to be 27. I don't think there actually were. I think we probably went up against some sort of block. But that was not even a month ago. And all those cotton-clads are up to 1/4. So what I'm thinking is, I don't know if I can pump these right into the James River Squadron. But since the cotton-clads can use rivers and the seas, what I'm thinking of doing is just, I don't really like doing it, so I'm not going to. I'm going to do it down in the Gulf, and I'm going to sail them up just for role-playing reasons. But I mean, if you really wanted to like cheese the AI hard, I think you could just you could make this like a giant squadron, and then try to come out here, break up these blockades, and so on. I still think, despite, so I did something on the Steam forums about this, that this trade warfare is just wrong. I mean, I've had 3 of those flotillas blockading all of the Union ports in the Mississippi, up the Ohio, and it's done, well, you can read, right? It's $6,000. Meanwhile, they're blockading, I've already ranted about this, 6 ports, 3 of them well, 4 of them kind of well, 2 of them all right. But it's not really, the fact that it's a cumulative of almost $500 million when our total, let's see, what was our corporate production? 164 million over the last, actually, you know what, I was wrong. So I thought that was trailing 12 months. It was actually just over the last 3 months. So actually, I guess maybe that's a little bit better. But if so, that really overpowers the blockade, it feels like. And it makes it a really good incentive to invest in the Navy. Because if a little bit of blockading is going to do that much damage, you better invest in the Navy. I don't know. I still think it's exaggerated because when you read this economy report, let's see. Total export volume last month. Actually, no, I was wrong. It's just the values are so much higher than I remember. I think in previous campaigns, these numbers were like, I don't know, this far into the war, it would be a little bit, like maybe 50 million and 75 million. So the blockades didn't matter as much. So I think the fact that the value of the exports has gone way up, it now makes the blockades not seem like, well, yeah, seem like they more matter, because in relative terms, the value of imports and exports has risen. So I get it. Don't like it, but it's definitely an incentive to play the naval game if you care about the economy, and if you don't, that is quite all right, because as long as you do well enough, you should be okay. Magruder, we're gonna have him keep holding down the fort in Kentucky. Okay, that's right. We can do faster speeds here. We are waiting. I've put off a decision on what to do, but I can't put it up that much longer. Foundries are going to be done pretty soon here. And we can, upgraded coal mines. I might have done that. I don't know, did I do that? But we have the iron mine there. Copper mine there. I mean, there's so many. And then I think there's a lead mine. Yeah, up here. I mean, it's got a lot. Now, I don't know. Oh, and then there's a gold mine. Right here, right? Yep, gold mine. So there are all sorts of mines around those. Not the foundries and the ironworks all use gold mines, right? The gold mine, it's pretty much just produced and then it goes off on its way. So that's fine. Over here, I hope that's vote. Okay. I will. I don't know. June 1862. It seems like a bit of an early announcement. All right, we got to go. Now we got to go up there and deal with them. Fine. Weapons are delivered. 10-pound parrots. All right, so we might be able to start, not might, but we can start recruiting horse artillery. All right, I'm going to try to pursue these guys at the double, or at the forced march. I always say the double quick. Wrong thing. But push them good and out of Missouri. Move the squadron up here. Not that I think it's going to do too much, but still, we'll move them up there. Elsewhere, what's going on? Chase's boys are getting R&R, but I think they're mostly okay. I'm going to force march them up here, right? Because they have... Yeah, they have the foot calf perk, so I should be force marching them, but I don't think Zollicoffer does. Gruder will stay where he is. Okay. Looks like... Uh-oh. I don't know what that was. But now, for real this time, we'll say we'll do all that stuff. Not sure how many of these actually have foot cav, but they do have some experienced forces, so they should be able to handle it. Treaty of Saigon, okay. Great to know. Guess we can't use the railroads. Must have... Oh yeah, we were already overusing them. Our bad. I hate clicking. I don't know if that was a supply depot or what that was, but did something there. Zollicoffer, I think, is gonna flex over to here, and now we can start moving Magruder back to here. I really should have given him force march because he could use it. He would at least be perking up from all this. Quick check at the headlines. Wow, we are somehow moving up to 150,000 with no real new recruiting things done on my end. Can we not see our projects here? All right, what do we got? I've yet to build markets. I should. But I haven't gone that hard for the economy stuff. Because army upkeep is getting high, I might save up for another logistics reform. Those are really expensive, though. And I kind of want to see how the Cottonclad Armada does. But we have rebuilt ironclads. Those are going to be difficult to get. These rebuilt ironclads, only because they require level 3. And I'm not sure how good that is. Cotton is king. Each of us increases. How much is this to get 2.5%? Almost 2 million to tick up our relations with Britain. 2.5%. Seems like a lot of money, but maybe it isn't. Maybe in the long run it's fine. Could increase cotton production. We'll a lot of agricultural subsidies, man. I'm not sure we have that much stuff we need. And I've kind of forgotten what I was researching here. Okay, it is diplomacy too. Alright. A lot going on. Alright. Now it looks like the army of Northeastern Virginia isn't actually there. We're gonna slide on up here and see what we can see. What was this? Oh, the construction of the foundry is complete. All right, good. What I was gonna do, what I'm still gonna do, is take a look at these. All right, that is another month. That seems right. So 20 pounders are in. 10 pounders are in. 30 pounders are coming in. Alright, so we got more of those. I don't know if it's worth it to build ahead. But I mean, 50 of those, that's a lot of horse artillery. I don't think I have that many batteries that are hurting for that kind of stuff. Let me just remind myself. If I want it, how much is it? It's actually really, I mean, I think it's really cheap. 32 pieces in 3.5 months for just over $1 million. I mean, same thing here. It looks like it's a little bit longer. Maybe. Maybe. I'm just comparing it with the alternatives. I mean, they're so much more expensive. And that's also another month off. Um, hmm. Hmm. How my fleet's doing? Oh, okay. It's still gonna be a while before the cotton-clad armada is fully established here. But all right, over here, what's the problem here? Yeah, I know it's a workforce issue. Low market prices of bronze and iron are weighing on the company's revenues. How much to upgrade? 6.8 million. I mean, these other mines here that could feed it. The iron mine. What is that? That's almost 4 million just to upgrade the one mine. Copper mine. That's almost 4 million too. We're gonna go with the upgrade of the foundry first, and that probably yeah sunk a lot of our industrial subsidies, but that that's why they're there to be used. So we've used them. All right, so zoom in here. Holy moly! All right, so there's a lot more here than I thought. Army of Northeastern Virginia was 16,000. Fort Washington. Actually, no, not really. The James River Squadron is there. Army of the Susquehanna. They're coming over to make it interesting. I guess that'd be 25. That's 2,300. So almost 40,000. My guess is their actual numbers are quite a bit higher. If we're more or less capping from here, capping Alexandria, I think we're just gonna sit here, and if they want to come across and attack us, that's fine with me. And if we don't take it, it's also fine. I mean, we've gone this long without having Alexandria. We don't need it right back. All right. Chase is up. Is Chase still in supply? He isn't. So he did lose it. That's fine. We'll move him back. Maybe move him over there. Zolkoffer over there. I don't want to be right up on the front in case somebody sneaks across. Then I totally forgot about these armies that are probably falling out of supply. Alright, there's that. What's this? The Army of the Mississippi. That's ambitious. McCullough is there. Price is here. Alright, same thing for you. I'm not really going to upgrade these. I just wonder. 19 million? Yeah. Alright. Cool. Yeah. Waiting out the next arms delivery. I don't think with these numbers I'm really going to recruit any more than I have. We'll look around to all of our armies to make sure that they have, if we can get them better weapons, we will. And there is definitely demand for that. That is like, let's just make sure that's true. Artillery, 20 pounders are fine. Jocelyn's are fine. Okay, here we have horse artillery. So let's give them the Parrot. Mixed cav weapons, weapons. Just wait a little while and you'll get some more. What are we doing here? We are all sorts of lagging. So many mixed muskets. So many mixed cav weapons. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to turn around and slam another order, I think, for cav weapons, but 20 pounder. Yeah. Cav weapons, definitely another round of those. Infantry weapons, probably through 1863 at least. 10 pounder. Now, since this can't go horse artillery, where's my 30 pounder? We'll do nothing for now. We'll come back later, and once we get like all those arms shipped in, we're gonna. The stationary artillery can just get the 30 pounders, and so that should free up some 20 and 10 pounders. Of course, the 20 pounders can't be used with horse artillery. Holy moly, we need better small arms. All right, I get the point. We're awaiting here. All right, we have stopped capping Alexandria too. The thing is, I don't want to take DC and accidentally end the war, which I feel like could very well happen. Move up a little bit more. So, they got 40,000. We got 50,000. Basically, the forces are going to arrive all at the same time. I don't feel the need for this. Not that I don't think I can win it. I'm not actually sure that I could. But it seems like time is kind of on our side, and Alexandria isn't worth getting surprise wrecked or anything like that. And now I know where the Army of Northeastern Virginia actually is, so okay with that. Moving them back. And then Johnson's back up to 4 stars. Nobody can decide whether he's a 3 or 4 star. Beauregard's sitting over there, no stars, all bitter. I love it. All right. What's that? These guys. We're so weak. We need more supply. Yeah, I mean this is the game, right? We're just waiting around. I don't know how long this upgrade's gonna take. I think it just tells you like it's 90 days. All right. Well, that'll give us time to build up more industrial subsidies, which I guess we can then use to plug into some of the things that might feed that foundry. So gold won't be it. Copper should be, right? We had a bronze problem. Coal up here is just generally good, right? Cheap coal has a kind of positive effect on other things. Lead mines I might do, and gold mines might do for just role-playing reasons later on. I don't know what the role-play is there, but might do it. But yeah, we're sitting kind of nice here. Morale of our armies might never have been higher. I'm worried that as they gain too much more experience, they're going to quickly becoming disenchanted with their officers if they're not famous enough. But I don't know. It's just a problem you kind of gotta accept. Yeah. So that's that. Okay, we'll move you back over to there. I think maybe this means we've arrived where we want to out west. Yeah. Question. Peoria. Yeah, we still got to try to push that force off the border then. It's a raid. Okie doke. I think one of the things I might do, we'll see how this campaign goes, is might do a kind of revamped first 9 months or first 12 months of the Spring 61 CSA campaign. Kingston Foundries, Winchester, factories, ineffective companies. Well, what's the problem over here? There can't be a shortage of demand for your stuff. I ain't gonna believe that. Well, it's importing iron, coal, copper ore. Yeah, it's churning out a ton of iron and a little bit of bronze. I mean, a fair amount of bronze. 7,000 iron coming in, 20,000 iron going out. I don't really see. I'm not sure what the problem is there. I mean, I see the available workforce is kind of low. I don't think that problem is this. See, the foundries can, I assume, use less skilled labor because it says available workforce is 85%. And if the available workforce here is 49%, we see there's lower slave percentage, higher one here, slavery prohibited in territories. Again, that's ambitious. If the union can actually control that. Army of Potomac is going to go there. Army of Northwest, not really where you should be. Maybe that's where Porterfield wants to go. Lord knows Beauregard wants to get out of there. So we'll move him. Actually, what I might do is move. Do they have the forced march? Yeah, they do. So I'm going to switch Magruder and them so that when that force in West Virginia has to flex into Kentucky and they use that forced march, they actually get some benefit from it. Did we push back over here? We did. All right. And we'll go back. Price and McCullough. Come on, give me this fleet. And we'll move down there. See, like, I'm blockading this port, but, you know, trade warfare has barely done anything. The only thing of it is that Evansville just isn't exporting that much, or importing that much, or doing anything that much. And the import doesn't really bother them. I wonder if I move you to patrol, can I just nick the Army of Kentucky here? Diplomacy 2 enacted. Yes, we did. So what are we down to then? We're down to our last 2 policies. We are. Alright, let's crank up that. Let's go over here. We're going to do Diplomacy 3, because I said I would. Free trade, not interested in that. Letters of marque. Not sure that's worth it. Tariff Act, not sure it's worth it for them or me. So we ain't gonna do it. Yeah. We'll do that. And we'll see now. Maybe the day has to pass. I thought the diplomacy subsidies would have shot up after that because it's at the same level, but we researched the second one and I don't see anything moving. I really don't know that I need that many more agricultural subsidies. I can always jack it up later. It just doesn't feel like at the moment we need all that much in the way of agricultural subsidies. But I am killing time here to... Alright. Try to get our weapons delivered. Alright, we're going to do the great switcheroo here. Porterfield, you get down here and you level up that forced march. Hopefully I didn't bug out Savannah Squadron too much. One of the things I got it. So I've turned down the in-game volume. But sometimes some of the sounds are just a bit much. Alright, they're home sweet home. Missouri Twins, Price and McCullough. Breadbasket 3. I'm really surprised that British intervention chances haven't gone down as the unions are really gone hard in paint. Charleston Manufactories, 8 million. Did I say North Carolina or just Carolina? North Carolina. No idea where those are. Oh, do I? Yeah, I do. Wow, and they're level 3. And apparently they're taking a ton of cotton, food. I like how they take food in and then they churn food out. They're having a financial crisis, alright. What are these mines? Oh yeah, and other gold mines. How much are those? It's 3.5 million. I think we could do that if we wanted to. Alright, weapons are delivered. 10,000 Mississippi rifles. Alright, let's let that come in. Actually, every day kind of counts, so I do want to turn around real quick. I think the plains rifles take a little bit longer because their standardization is less. Okay. Well, let's just wait the 0.4 days or whatever it is for the cav weapons, but 20 pound 4 days, maybe we'll just do everybody after that. But plains rifles 48 days, we're not going to wait for that. But I will put in, so the next 10,000 would take that, 25,000. 207 to 131. This seems like a big jump, but it is a big increase. Why don't? I mean, that is the best long-term play, but it means it won't be ready until winter. But even here, that's 5 months out. That season's going to be over. So we'll go big. It's an expensive order, but we'll put that order in, and it'll get here when it gets here. Weapons are delivered. Those are the Jocelyn's. I did not check the standardization of. Okay, the Maynard's in. Everything on that front is in. So we're gonna go re-equip everyone. Well, no, we're gonna re-equip those who we can afford to re-equip. Army of Tennessee, I think you guys are looking for stuff. You got 30 pounders already, but you ain't got. Well, you got. Okay, you got Preston Smith, who I think has. No, it's not an understrength brigade anymore. Gladden, I feel like you get beat up terribly, but you're still around, so I view that as a sign of strength. We'll give you Mississippi's, and really it's the Cav who I think are going to benefit from this round of equipping. Okay. What do we have here? We have 30 pounders already, so they're in good. Okay. Armistead definitely should get something. And he will. Alright, they have Springfield rifle muskets and they have Mississippi, so they're actually. Oh, that's right. This is the Army of the Potomac. Sorry, Greg. Sorry, buddy. 30 pounders, that's right. Donaldson. Donaldson, you get terribly beat up in my army, so we'll grant you that. Stewart's got the junkie marrow, but that's something. Alright, I mean, compared to other armies, the Army of the Shenandoah is okay. Pawn Jr., yeah, I think he's the one that has some decent weapons. Not everybody gets the best. Mixed muskets, mixed muskets, mixed muskets. John B. Clark. Parsons, I love that hair, but... £10 herb. We don't need that. I guess I'll do this again in 3 days. Is that right? All right. Certainly should give one of these forces. See, Cooper's been around for so long, but he still doesn't have that much going for him here. Anderson. Okay. All right, sharpshooters. Sure. Slack. We'll give it to these guys, even though they're more likely to break and run. Actually, I can give it to both. That means there's probably going to be a few armies that are still stuck with the most basic stuff, but oh well. Alright, they got Kirby Smith has Mississippi's. Yeah, and those are too large. Smith. 1.8. He can get Mississippi's. That's fine. We'll move Smith over to here and Brian over to there. And just to get some idea, okay. They need work. That's a few days off. Dunavant, you're like the one cab that doesn't have enough. Clayton, Senior, and Walker. Okay, Walker, you need it. So that's another 3. They're good. They need it. Jocelyn's. Okay. What that tells me is... I think I think if we put in orders for... Holy moly. Standardization did not improve at all. That's so weird. It was 182 days less than... Unless this is just product shortages. Alright, so it's the influences of a lot of things. Standardization and complexity is apparently a really big deal. Alright, shortages is also really hitting it hard though. So, look, 5,000, 6 months, it's not a great deal, but it's good enough. So put those orders in. But yeah, artillery is comparatively cheap. I mean, the number of battalions and batteries, basically, that you can put in the field and, you know, equip them with really good stuff. It seems comparatively cheap to cavalry and infantry. So we gotta wait 3 days. Our financial situation is deteriorating. It's army upkeep, and I don't know if that's weapon purchases or other stuff. Could be other stuff. Could also be that diplomacy just shot up. I'm looking to pinch pennies here, so we'll take that down. Diplomacy at 10 million a year is fine. Politics, we're kind of stuck with what it is. I don't know if they've gone on a recruiting drive. Not really. And I did not read how much I had in industry here. We got 4.8 million, so I think that would be enough to upgrade one of these mines. Iron mines, not bad. What is this? That's coal already. Coal is good. Coal is good. but I think we need iron mines, and I think the focus from here on out might just be on increasing the kind of raw supply of some of this stuff. Now, if I pay out of pocket, what is this? 18 million? That's so much. That is so much. So we're just going to have to slowly throughout the year, I think, kind of focus on the primary stuff, which is going to be iron, coal, maybe some copper. I'll do the lead and gold too, because why not? But they just don't seem as pressing a need. Should be up here. I think we can set these guys to scouting. If they have scouting related perks, let's let them build it up. Especially if we're just hanging out. Just got to remember to switch them off before we need them to reinforce. Or basically we just need them to join a battle, because at that point they've done what we want them to do. Alright, we got our 30-pound parrots, so just start at the beginning here. I think it'd be a qualitative upgrade. That's me. I prefer the range and the firepower, and I'll eat the slower rate of fire. Floor State Militia doesn't have any artillery. We should fix that. We should also get the artillery off in its own thing. £30 parrot, yeah. If I create new... oh, they also don't have any artillery? Yeah, we should fix that. Okay, definitely want to get rid of that so that we can free those up. For horse artillery... and I think they're fine. I think the other kind of standard artillery is mostly fine. Yeah, they got the rockin' 30-pounders, 30-pounders... 30-pounders. Oh, right, we're back to the beginning. So, let us start mixing it up a bit here. And we'll move the artillery into its own artillery reserve. I gotta think about whether I want cavalry. I'm not sure about this. I think for now we'll let the horse artillery go with the Kev. We're going to recruit. I don't even know what army I'm in anymore. Florida State Militia, which is in the center. Yeah, it's Chase. So we're not even picking anything here. Oh, okay, there. We had to click on it. Yeah. So we'll recruit that horse artillery there. I do have a lot of 20-pound parrots sitting around in storage. That seems to be wasteful. I could also just attach one of those batteries to one of these divisions. I usually just do straight, kind of whatever they are, but they're probably going to be traveling with the infantry, so it might make sense to keep them together. We'll try it. I haven't mixed the divisions in a long time, so we'll do it here. 240, sure. We'll go big. Of course, we need to vary the uniforms for aesthetics. Right, we'll add that to the Florida State Militia. I think what we'll do here is drop them there. Calm down, calm down. Drop them there. Drop them there, and then add horse artillery. What army is this? Hampton's division. I think they're in the east now. Delaware, sure. Let's pull some guys from Delaware. Alright, so they're gonna do that. Here we're gonna Porterfield. You're getting horse artillery. Yeah, I think I'll probably go back and add standard artillery to some of these infantry groups here that don't have it, because we're going to have a lot of 20. What the heck? Why can I not remember? Okay, Western Army. Texas. Let's make it a little bit less monochromatic here. There we go. Okay, you're there. You're there, that's fine. Missouri State Guards, so these guys are out west as well. That's right, New Mexico territory. It's an option. Okay, Army of Shenandoah. Move you over there. Sure. I don't know how those pants came, but there we go. More horse artillery. Actually, even things out there like that. Alright. They should go over there. I think McClaws should just generally have more cav. So we're going to give them both. More cav. And we're going to give them some horse artillery. That's the cavalry brigade, and now the horse artillery. And kind of finally here, we'll do that. And yeah, Maryland can contribute something here. Okay. I don't know how many of those I created, those horse artillery, but that's 7 times. What was that? 7 per. 7 times 7 is actually exactly 49. We don't need 64 pieces. I doubt I even need that many. I don't know what the future holds. We might do more horse artillery later on. So we got 56 20-pound parrots, and I think those are going to get chewed up when I add regular battalions or other batteries to use that. I don't know. I might want a few more of those sitting in reserve. And these 20-pounders, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. So we wait. I think we can probably wait at 5 times speed, though. I don't think we need to hang out for too much more. I've been mulling over whether it's really worth it to pursue industrialization. Not diplomacy, not the naval buildup stuff, which I think is looking pretty good. It is. At the rate we're going, this fleet should be ready by, I don't know, mid to late August. Might be able to get that thing steaming up the eastern seaboard. I think we're going to first look to stop what's going on in Charleston. It's the homes. That is a real fleet. That might be our first and our last stop. It's too bad because getting up into here would seem to help a lot. I don't really know what's blockading all of this. Yeah, I just don't know. So, but anyways, I was thinking on. All right, that was a passing storm, I guess. Uh, should get you. Do you get anything here? No, that's fighting battles. That's movements. Uh, skilled cartographers. What does it look like with level 3? Intelligence gathering and movement speed is plus. I mean, movement speed of plus 20%. I mean, on home territory. Well, you know, we only have 86% state support though. In Virginia, which is not that good. Yeah, our state support is just not as high as I would think it would be. They certainly have their problems too. Huh. I mean, that's telling me the national morale stuff, which I get. But yeah, national support is just... It's kind of in the doldrums. I guess I could look to policies to try to help counter propaganda. What is it? Each of those pressure will further reduce enemy support in loyal states. That actually might be it, and I think that this is expensive. Yeah, 2.5 million is pretty expensive. Farm mechanization, I don't know that it's worth it. I mean, I haven't seen anything about food problems. In looking elsewhere, it seemed like we probably could use some more. How expensive? 2.5 million for that diplomacy option. Trade deals, what is that going to cost me? That's going to cost 2.2 million. What is this con? How much did Conis King cost? I mean, this is another way to work on diplomacy, though, right? 1.8 million, and I think I turned those subsidies down considerably because we're just looking at a pretty big expanded deficit and debt here. Tariffs are hurt, and maybe the fleet construction, if we're able to lift some of that, it still seems to kind of hit us more than it ought to, but I'm not really sure how the naval stuff works. I don't know how much more military stuff I need to spend on unlocking new stuff, and with the whatever it's called, logistics reform or whatever it is, that lowers the long-term army costs. That's something that the earlier you take it, the better. And with the kind of naval unlocking new ships and classes of all that, it doesn't seem to matter that much. I think this is going to be true. Oh, you can't upgrade that more than 2. All right. I think that lumber mill is $651 million. Yeah, let's hold on. Let's click on it and let's just screenshot this here for people who might not believe this. Up $652 million. I hazard to wonder. So that's actually right. I mean, well, it's a little expensive, but that's in the ballpark of what we see elsewhere. So it's not as bad, but still. Holy moly! I hope I ordered all the weapons I was supposed to. Earlier. Yes, to all the cav. Yes, to all the artillery. Got so many 6-pounders. I still wish I could scrap them or sell them or something. Even if it would just like increase state support and security or something like that. But I was looking at ways to get support up. Propaganda. Each level of support will further increase support in loyal states. Now, if it's zero-sum, it seems like counter-propaganda is the way to go. It's half the price. So unless it's half the effect. But I guess I'm more interested in increasing loyalty. Actually, I might have read that. Increase support in loyal states, yeah. And counter-propaganda, I think, is also in loyal states. Yeah. And we have 16 of those. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I do want to remind myself when I'm getting the plains rifle should be the last big order I'm kind of waiting on. I know the Mississippi's are going to be forever. I think that this is, it's about a month. So basically, I think September is when we could expect those. I mean, I could always just try to spam the forced march thing. Well, not for them, but they would get something from Flying Column. Definitely for doing that. These guys apparently have ambulance, but they have had no wounded. I'm not really sure. Level up by attending the wounded. I thought that would happen when they're encamped. So I'm not too sure what's not happening there. Actually, it kind of looks like in most of these. Okay, so somehow at some point Johnson actually did go encamped. Bureau of Military Information, intelligence gathering plus 50%, information delay minus 50%. Again, that's good, but I think I'd much rather have. No, not the right one. I think I'd much rather have the plus 20 movement speed, 20% movement speed. Intelligence gathering is still nice, but I would think that Beauregard, when he gets this forced march and flying column stuff up, he should be able to just move almost anywhere real quick. So that's something to keep in mind. If you want like an army that's just fast, think about cartographers, keep them in scouting, flying column just always, and then the foot cav. I mean, whether you're moving forced march or otherwise, they should be just really quick and well supplied. So it seems good to me. All right, we're camping out here. I don't see even here. Like, there's been a little bit of attending to the wounded. I don't know if I'm supposed to build a hospital. I have not paid too much attention to the buildings. The railroads I haven't even looked at. I kind of shudder to look at. Subsidies. See, they're pretty cheap. I mean, when you think about it, I think one of the issues is that they take a while. 214. I mean, I could always, while I'm sitting around not doing anything else with railroad really with my administrative subsidies. Although I am looking at ways to spend them to try to get some things in our column here in terms of state support. Oh, you know what? The national support's creeping up, so we'll hold that thought. See where we are on diplomacy 3 is almost done, and I think, is that my last policy? No, I'll get one more after that. Let's see what we see. Probably about the time the plains rifles are done, I would assume that the fleet that I've been assembling should be ready to move. I should pick a good fleet to go. Balloon barge. Capture forts. Blockading squadron. Unions protecting units. That's right, they did hit the financial crisis thing earlier. But he's got Blockading Squadron 2, Sea Raiders, mortar boats. That's kind of cool. I might take them. Plus, they're kind of in the right place. Blockading Squadron. Yeah, so I'll probably send North Carolina Squadron down here, and then just transfer over all the ships that ought to be with them. And then send it up the old eastern seaboard. I guess I could get them moving now, rather than wait. Yeah, we'll put them down near Mobile, not Mobile. And with that done, we're gonna put these guys on. What are they on? We'll put them on blockade, but basically we'll have them just run over to there, and then we'll have this fleet operates opportunities. Smaller attachments of ships within enemy blockading fleets. I don't know, it doesn't seem that important. But as I remember too, we'll just send Russo's New Orleans squadron up so that we're kind of moving back and forth, blockading everything as we go. They don't need to do that because they're leaving. Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that. They found that hard to find canal, so that's an elite pathfinding unit right there. Finances, quick check. Yeah. Still kind of rough, though. It seems like some of the revenues improved. Supply depots are good and low. It really is army upkeep that's the big thing. Interest costs really low because we've been, I think, really good about not doing too much early on. When we get the interest rates now are getting to the point where we could borrow a lot of money at these rates, and its effect would probably be pretty muted. All right, sending envoys. I want better trade deals. I like better trade deals, but we are playing the diplomacy route here. So, Cotton is king, you say? All right, we'll approve it. Maybe we'll tick up the agricultural subsidy bit. Military subsidies are high, which means we might. Logistics reform. There it is. How much is this one? This round is going to cost us 6 million. Well, that's 5% off of that would be 5. It'll pay for itself in less than a year, so it's worth it. We do another logistics reform. All right, and then it's just pure savings every year after that. I think in its first 12 months. Right at 5%, it should save us almost $8 million, and it costs $6 million in subsidies. So, and then the savings just compound year after year. So, yeah, we'll do that. I don't know our dispatch stuff. Beauregards at destination. Weapons are what other weapons are? I think that was old news. Maybe we can sneak up to 20 times speed. I don't know. Who is reached? Okay, and then we'll just send Tantanol back. It does look very funny. Moving over land that way. Yeah, I think since we're just getting so little out of our blockading, we're just going to put these guys on patrol and just have them patrol. But that is the stupidest thing I've seen in a long time. All right, let's go that way. No, let's just go that way. I'm not sure what's going on with that fleet. These guys are taking a long time to get down here. Diplomacy 3 is enacted, so we need to make a decision about how to go forward. We can go Diplomacy 4, which we might have to do. Support the Mexican intervention. Number of recruits in Texas goes down. Okay, that's too bad. Union morale increases. Further French arms imports become available. Well, I don't know what you mean by further, but okay. Organized blockade running. Well, why have I not done this? Seriously, why haven't I done this? Oh, I need Diplomacy 4. I'm okay with that. I might do that. We can always have that in the back pocket, too, if we really want the European intervention. And we could always do that, too, to try to move it along, but I'd really prefer not to. So let's do that. Let's pay up for that. Diplomacy subsidies are so high, but I think they have to be. We'll keep an eye on the budget right now, but I'm okay with where it's at. Well, I'm here. Tell me about my fleets. They are ready to go. They are ready to go. So we'll wait for that fleet to get to Mobile, and then we'll give them what they want. Hmm. Now I thought. Oh, okay. All right. What was my interest rate? 4.7%. All right. Yeah, this guy's got a while to get there, but all right. I may set them to raid eventually. I'm not too sure. Let's keep an eye. We got a lot of Union armies building up here in Ohio. What? Oh, that's right. We got to actually choose the policy. 50 days. That'll give us something to look forward to. So that's chomping along. But as I think I started saying twice and then never really finished. I'm not sure that I did, but I'm not sure if... I mean, we have the ability to get industrial subsidies, but you know, if after the next round of weapons get delivered, probably in like spring, early spring, late winter, but probably early spring, 63. If most of our brigades are set up well after that, like, you know, tens of millions of dollars of industrial subsidies to improving our capacity to churn out weapons is going to be kind of beside the point then, because we already have it. So ship constructed. So I guess I have to wait until they're 100%, but they look 100%. Who is this? This is the North Carolina squadron. All right, let us then. Yeah, so we're looking at North Carolina squadron. They should be able to get in there, right? Colonel Lovell. Is it over here? It is over here. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't see why not just take the whole fleet, maybe? Just take all these ships that are in harbor, otherwise not doing anything, and try to push back here. I'm sure there are great reasons to not do it this way, but I don't know what they are, so. Here we are. We're going to live and learn and probably get whooped, but, you know. That's why I'm doing it, so you don't... Oh, I don't know that we needed a brig with us. The floating brig with us, but we have it. 35 ships and we have 12 guns total. This is promising. I'm gonna set it to raid, even though that's really not. I don't think that's what we're going for here. All right, we'll send them around over there, and we'll just see what happens. Can I actually hold on? Well, I don't know. With all those cottonclads, I think it's probably really stupid to try to bombard that fort. But I was thinking about it down here in Pensacola. Okay. Send envoys. So we do have the money for that. Don't we? Like, okay, yeah, we do. Alright, we'll send envoys, see if that helps. I don't know. Maybe. I also want to remember the axe that I could take early on that I chose not to. I don't think so. That would no. Do not. Yes, cancel that policy. Yeah. There's a lot of these early ones I don't do. I know that one would hurt European relations. Cotton demand in Europe increases, European relations increase, but public wealth decreases. I'm not so interested in doing that. And back here, cotton is king, is it? Increases cotton production. You know what? We might need that as well. Alright, so we're running a pretty big deficit, but it looks like it is pretty much all tied to army upkeep at this point, and that our tariff revenues have taken a hit. I don't know what's happened to their national morale. It's like creeping back up. It's not great. Overall numbers, though, they are getting those up. They're getting close to 200,000. So now I'm more comfortable with kind of going hard in the paint on industrial subsidies, because I think we're going to need to possibly recruit more. We'll see. Month for that. This plains rifle's got to be awfully darn close. Where's my fleet at here? The cotton-clad armada. They're off. We are map watching here. Now they're up to 15 guns. I think there are maybe some ships that are still arriving. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Huh. Okay, well, let them arrive, I guess. Will slightly help us, but I think we're up against a ton of guns and firepower. Oh, it's 119 guns. It's going to be a lot of firepower. I don't remember knowing about this at all. The Palmetto Ironworks. That's really cheap to upgrade. But here again, I don't think there's a foundry nearby. But I mean, for 4 million, yeah, if we can get a level 2 ironworks that's not that close to enemy territory, we're going to take it. And maybe this is a good time to take a look at our... So there are a lot... Oh, I must still have left salt works on, yeah. Alright. Alright, so we are now down. Shelby Iron Works in Alabama. I think I know about this one. Why am I not seeing it, though? I think we have been here before. I bet they are. You got Niter there. That's actually... How much is that to upgrade? So that's probably going to be another $4 million one. Why do I not see the Shelby Ironworks here? Anyways. Okay, so this was on the small side anyhow. With its workforce of only 11. Tuscaloosa, Alabama Ironworks. You know, that also is not a terrible one to upgrade. I thought there was something industrial over here that we found. Yeah, it's those foundries that are more expensive than I remember, but they would supply they'd probably supply the ironworks that we just found over here. But I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe I'm putting too many eggs in the Thomas Riggins basket there. And we know that he's already got other problems. Louisville, no, we're not going to work on that. The Atlanta Machine Works. That's kind of a fairly easy upgrade too, and there are other things here that we could upgrade. So again, it's the old story of huge demand for industrial subsidies and just not enough to go around. As long as Army upkeep though remains so stubbornly high, I might do another round of logistics reforms, but let me kind of see there, and let me also see. So if this is grayed out, we're waiting for that cotton-clad ram, that ram, that ram, that ram. 4 rams, I think, a schooner, and a steam frigate with 40 guns. So yeah, we're gonna keep waiting for those to arrive, and then we'll advance up together. All right, we now have 148 guns and 123 firepower. That doesn't mean we're gonna win, right? Maneuverability is a thing. What is it? All right, planes rifles are here. My goodness, there's only 5,000 of them. All right. I'm tempted to just say, yeah, do that. And just say, you know, we'll see you in 1864, but I guess this would maybe coincide a bit with the delivery of some of the other stuff. What? Mississippi is how? See, they only have 158 days. I mean, in order to get that low, I can only order 1 more brigade's worth. I hate putting another order of planes rifles. But that's 6 months out. So it's basically September 1st. So that's basically March. And just before the beginning of campaign season. And if we delay it, that puts us in the middle of the summer, but we get to double the number. I think that'll have to be the sweet spot there. And yeah, we'll just accept fewer of them. So I guess that kind of answers my question about whether we wait for industrial subsidies to chug along, and we do. We wait for them and do the best we can. We may have to trim some subsidies, though. I'm trying to think of where we can cut. I'm in the wrong tab here, but politics, we don't really have a choice about. We got to do it. Economy, we can keep at 0. You know, if we cut agriculture, it cuts the diplomacy thing down, the rate of diplomacy increase, but that kind of drags the campaign out. There are other good uses for agricultural subsidies. Doesn't really seem like it at this point. But it does do some things well. If we have to build out the military, we do want more. I'm not going to cut it yet. We'll just keep taking on debt and see what we have to do from there. All right, send Rousseau back up here. Well, I should have been doing that anyways. He's on patrol, right? These guys are also supposed to be on patrol. Sure, do that. And down here, Cotton-clad Armada. Wait, are we assembled? We are assembled. All right, folks. We're going in. I don't know if I should be set to raid. Let me just reread this here. Against smaller detachments of ships within the fleet will automatically engage any blockading fleet within the command range. After the raid, it will disengage and return to its. Well, I don't know any better. I really don't. Let's go for the home squadron. Oh yeah, we are in offensive. No, we're not returning to port. I don't think we need to. Allows blockading trade nodes. Level up by blockading trade nodes. So if you can't blockade trade nodes to begin with, then how do you do that? I don't know. But if we make it through the home squadron here, maybe, and we relieve the other. What on earth was that? I don't know what that was. Alright, let's check it out. Let's just see what happens here. The Grand Duke firing at the USS whatever. Okay. Hit. 41%. 42% miss. My goodness. It's all coming so quickly. Damage. Hit. Hit, no effect. Oh man. Oh, we got sunk. That's messed up. I think we're gonna lose this. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's trailing Union a little bit more and a little bit more. Well, it's a learning lesson. I really thought that more of those rams would do better. I thought that the rams going into those... What are these here? I mean, they're timber, right? Like, these things... The Breckenridge is ramming. Good, it should be. The Earl of Van Dorm is ramming, and apparently it's not mattering. Not mattering? It's not... I guess that's a word, but... Yeah, we doing... Wait a minute. Actually... As this ticks towards me, I'm winning. Isn't that what it is? Yeah, that's what it is. I thought for some reason it was... Whatever. Hit. CSS Stonewall Jackson is ramming. Okay. CSS Webb is ramming. Well, once those rams started hitting, I guess that's what this is, the whole close range thing. Right? Because it starts at longer range and they kind of gradually wind it down, so... Alright, it looks like we are running them out of firepower here. Right, they're down to 14 active guns. We got 145. Alright, so if I read this correctly, we won. Home squadron retreating. The condition of the enemy fleet is believed to be barely afloat. Okay. So, that was kind of cool to watch. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just turn around. We'll get our readiness up. I know that was our big battle, our first battle there, but it says none of ours are disabled. I thought maybe it was their ships that sunk. That could well be it. Okay, so I guess we can't do that. That's fine. We have no fleet orders. Alright, so now we have no fleet orders, for real. And we're just gonna move... Nope, I shouldn't have done that. We should just stop. Wait, are we retreating? Shouldn't be. Just says sailing. I don't know, maybe we have to return to port? That's the only other thing that comes to mind. I'm gonna hold... Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no, I do want to do railroad construction. Later on, I do want to pursue civil order. I'm not ready to do it. I still want to get the army costs down a bit. Are we getting a status thing? Yeah, so, alright, they need their readiness back. I don't know why they're still able to do that. They only have 13 days remaining at sea, so they might want to get back, but... You know, don't take advice from me. Alright. they're patrolling. Oh, the Army of Iowa. Dastardly, dastardly stuff, man. Alright, take you guys off of scouting. It's time to get the Missouri brothers back. After... Oh, no. So the Army has... What? I'm certain that no part of that is true. Their men are still learning the ropes, unless it's because of new folks that have been brought on. Okay, I do have to give all my horse artillery better weapons. Yeah, they're not counting this experience correctly. Look at that. You're telling me that they're still learning the ropes? I mean, as much as anybody's still learning the ropes, but the Western Army looks like absolutely nothing. Anyways. Okay. Missouri State Guard is there. You move there. Okay, you patrol down to there. That's actually right. Florida State Militia, how you doing supply-wise? We might have you flex over. Okay, if we can get the game to unfreeze. There we go. Yeah. We might have you flex over to there. Army to Tennessee. You're going to kind of replace them. We'll have them do a forced march. There we go. Over here, I think we'll have Hampton's division maybe flex over a little there. A little bit there. Speed it up a little bit. But 1862 has not been that much of an adventure so far. Alright, we're recovering. I want to send these guys back in. It went so well the first time, but... Oh, we're still waiting. Ship tender gunboat. I don't remember that at all, but... I wonder if we captured it and converted it. The brig has 11 guns. That's impressive. And our industrial subsidies are... I don't know, man. Uh-oh. The Western Army got here too quickly. Oh, that's the Army of Iowa. Contrary to their recent appearances. Alright. I guess industrial subsidies should tick up at the rate of about $2 million a month. And if it's going to cost $4 to $6 million for each of the upgrades I'm looking at, that's about a building upgrade every 3 months or so. If they stay in that range. Let's see. This has got to be almost done. Yeah, 5 days is almost done for me. They're still whining, I think, about workforce. It's just, I still understand 48% is just very low. I mean, I'll take your word for it, I guess. But all right, Army of Iowa is there. Let's bring these guys in. I don't think we need chase. We'll deploy to defend and wait for Price to show up, and then we'll go from there. Army of the Northwest is scouting. What's this about? Preparing siege. Yeah, I don't think that's necessary. Okay, we gotta get them into it. Once we do, we can do other stuff. Where are we at here? Alright, let's go for full readiness, I guess. I guess coal production would also help the ships stay at sea. How much to upgrade them? So that's actually good use of agricultural subsidies, though, to upgrade that mill. Because I don't have all that many. Army costs are starting to decline. I don't know, though. I might still do another round. So they're up to 200,000, but we got 170,000. Glorious victory at Cairo. All right. It's fine. Okay, Florida State Militia can pull back. Army of the Tennessee can pull back. And Porterfield. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. There we go. Whoa. Okay, move Hampton up here. Oh, that's right. That's what I got to do. And then I think we're going to wrap it here once we finish this. We're going to up... Okay, they got 10 pounders. That's fine. I don't think there's anything for these guys. Not for a while, right? Yeah, not for a while. We don't have any new horse artillery here. That might be an oversight. We might order up some more in the next episode or future episode, but we have a lot on the books already. Alright, so we're going to give these guys 10 pounders. We could always give them other guns besides that. 6 pounders, no. Alright, so we'll give you 20 pounders for now. 6 pounder. Yeah, we have enough Napoleons for at least one. But I'll take the range of the parrots for now. Okay, we'll do that. I think I might need to do another horse, another round of 10-pound orders here. Yeah, because if I want to have 2 of those per army, then we're actually going to run out before that, I think, or very close to it. All right, we have just enough for them. And Davidson will give you the solid 12-pound Napoleon. But we will order 30. That can't. 37 days for 32 10-pound parrots? That's... Oh, there's already an order in. Oh, all right. So that's why. There's an order coming in 32 days. All right, that is fine. And that is going to do it for this one, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We will get the fleet. The Cottonclad Armada will continue its push up the eastern seaboard to liberate that. And yeah, I'll be back for that one.